The second chapter in the second sem physical chemistry, the liquid state. We have seen that in the gaseous state, the molecules are arranged in a random fashion. That means the distance between the molecules of a gases is very large. They are not collide each other. They are free to move in any direction in the container. But in case of water, in case of liquids, the intermolecular forces of attraction in the liquid, in the molecules of liquid, the molecules in the liquid state, they are attracted one another each other by means of van der Waals forces. And these van der Waals, because of these van der Waals forces, the different liquids have different physical properties, different surface tension, different viscosity, different refractive index, like that. Because of the strength of the intermolecular forces is responsible for the holding of liquid molecules together in each and every liquid. And these forces, intermolecular forces in liquid state, are commonly called as a van der Waals forces. Weight van der Waals forces. And among these, there are three types of these weak forces invented in the liquid state. Or first one is the intermolecular forces in liquids of dipole-dipole attraction. So one is the dipole attraction. And second is the London forces. Third intermolecular forces in liquid is the hydrogen bond. So I will explain one by one. What is this? Dipole-dipole attraction. What is this dipole-dipole attraction? Consider a liquid hydrogen chloride. This hydrogen chloride, because of electronegative difference between hydrogen atom and the Cl atom, the bonding electrons between these two will deflect towards a more electronegative atom. That is here it is a H and here it is a Cl. So there is a formation of bond. Involves two electrons. It connects one electron from hydrogen nucleus, one electron from p orbital of the chlorine nucleus. Thereby we are getting a covalent. So the electron field will deflect towards the more electronegative atom, chlorine. Thereby acquires a polar delta minus. And here, after donating one electron towards chlorine atom, it will acquire a slight positive charge. So, dipole-dipole attraction means one molecule of a HCl will have a dipolar, like a H plus Cl minus. So, this dipolarity in a single molecule arises because of an unsymmetrical distribution of bonding electron. So the bonding electron moves towards the fluorine atom, which is more electronegative than a hydrogen. So thereby acquires a negative charge. So thereby another fluorine atom, another hydrochloride, that is a dipole-dipole attractions, another molecule of HCl we have. Similarly, it has got delta minus and it is got a delta plus. So there is a small interaction, that is attraction between the dipole-dipole attraction. Similarly, another HCl molecule is there. So we have written HCl and Cl molecule. So it is delta minus and it is a delta plus. So there is a small intermolecular attraction between a dipolar ion. Here it is attached to hydrogen, here it is attached to chlorine, here it is attached to hydrogen. Like this, there is a attraction towards a dipole-dipole attraction. The intermolecular forces in liquids arises. So this type of force is called the dipole-dipole attraction. The molecules are aggregated together by means of these weak forces. One of the type of weak forces. This force is called the dipole-dipole attraction. So dipolar, which is a polar solvent. In polar solvent, the molecules are attracted towards each other by means of dipole-dipole attraction. Hydrogen fluoride, example of the polar solvent means HCl, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen fluoride. So all these are polar molecules, and in these polar molecules, the molecules of liquids are aggregated by these molecules, dipole-dipole attraction. So this type of attraction is called the dipole-dipole attraction. This occurs only in the case of polar molecules where the bonding takes place between the highly electronegative element and the highly electropositive. When there is a bond between two atoms which are more different in electronegativity, this type of dipole-dipole attraction arises. Best example is the hydrogen fluoride. Because of electronegative difference, we are getting a dipolar ion. So the one dipolar ion molecule of one dipole will attract the opposite poles of other molecules, thereby they aggregate each other, thereby they increase in the boiling point. That is a increase in separation of viscosity, etc. Depends upon nature of these forces. This is part of the dipole-dipole attraction. And the second force is so next type of force is the London forces. So these London forces usually in case of neutral molecules, neutral liquids. So a molecule, in a neutral molecule, nucleus is present at the center of the atom, and the electrons are revolving around this nucleus, negative charges. So depending upon the nature, atomic number, the number of nucleus and the electrons are there in the neutral atom or a molecule. So whenever there is these electrons around the nucleus, they are in a rapid momentum. That means dynamically they are flowing around the nucleus each and every time. So during this movement of this electron around the nucleus, there exists a force of attraction between the negative charge electron and the nucleus, highly positive charge nucleus. Thereby they continuously rotating around the nucleus. What happens instantaneously, suddenly, by some effect? So molecule. So along this molecule, another atom, along this atom, another molecules are moving, and the electrons around the nucleus are continuously moving. Instantaneously, what happens? There is a charge distribution during the momentum. Accidentally, there is going to disturb the charge. The charge is distributed in such a way that electrons during motion they get deflected toward away from the nucleus. Thereby, it gets the electron expelling some away from the nucleus get a minus charge, and the nucleus away from this electron we get a slight positive charge. That means a instantaneous polarization occurs. So that means here negative cloud here, so positive nucleus here. The instantaneous polarization occurs. due to this instantaneous polarization of one molecule, so this influences the other neighboring molecules to undergo polarization. That means so another molecule is there. So this another molecule, we have nucleus here, and the electrons are revolving. So the nucleus is attracted towards this one, this side, and the electrons is automatically electron is they got a distance from this electron. So thereby it get a delta plus and it get a delta minus. Electron you get a delta minus. So what happens? This is called as an induced polarization. It is an induced polarization. That means the polarization of this molecule or atoms neighboring is an instantaneous polarization arises because of instant while running electron, so you will deflect some distance, you will distort some distance from the nucleus, thereby it has got a negative dipole and the nucleus has got a positive dipole. So when the nearby molecule will get attracted, nucleus is attracted towards this electron cloud, and the electron cloud is attracted towards the other nucleus. That means the other molecule is also induced polarity. The polarity is induced in the neutral molecule. This is called induced polarization, and this is called an instantaneous polarization. Instantaneous polarization. So the induced polarization caused due to the instantaneous polarization will polarize the molecule. So thereby there is a charge separation takes place. Polarization means there is separation of charges, negative or a positive charge. Here electron cloud, here this side, and positive nucleus this side. So likewise, there is a innumerable polarization of induced molecules, and these induced polarization will attract oppositely charged. So another molecule, the nucleus comes towards the electron side, and the nucleus comes towards the electron side, and electron comes towards the nuclear side, which is a positive charge. So thereby there is aggregation of molecules. There is the bonding between the weak force of attraction between the instantaneous polarization and induced polarization molecules among the whole sea of liquid takes place, and that force is called as the London forces. This is a very weak force compared to dipole attraction. Compared to dipole attraction, this London forces is very weak, and it is caused because of instantaneous polarization of molecule. Instantly they get depolarized accidentally. So these instantaneous polarization induce the polarization of neighboring molecules. That is it made the charge separation, electrons on and nucleus one side, thereby they get induced polarization. Polarity is induced because of this instantaneous polarization, and these induced polarization and instantaneous polarization causes the attraction, weak attraction between the oppositely charged polar side molecules. Thereby the molecules aggregate together, and this type of bond is called the London force. This type of force is the London force, and this London force is very big compared to the dipole attraction, as in the case of polar molecules, and it is in the case of non-polar molecules. And next is the hydrogen bonding. Third type of force in liquid state is the hydrogen bonding. So this hydrogen bonding arises in the molecules where the bonding takes place between the highly electronegative atom oxygen, nitrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine, etc. by hydrogen, by a more electropositive hydrogen atom. So example of such examples are water. The best example hydrogen bonding is water, ammonia, which hydrogen bonding is there. That is hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen fluoride. So whenever this hydrogen bonding occurs, whenever there is a bond between highly electronegative element like fluorine, nitrogen, oxygen to the hydrogen atom. So what happens is that example in case of water. So we have water molecule is there. Because of electronegativity difference, the shared electron pair between hydrogen and atom, the bonding electron, one from hydrogen, one from oxygen, so they form a covalent bond. Similarly, they form a covalent bond. Because of electronegativity difference, the electron cloud move towards the electron cloud moves towards the oxygen, the more electronegative oxygen atom. So thereby this oxygen atom will got a negative charge, and this hydrogen atom will got a slight positive charge. Delta S. Whenever the other water molecule is come in contact with this, here it is also another water molecule. Because here we have a traction, so it is delta minus and it is a delta plus. So whenever these water molecules like this, they are present with each other, so there is a slight negative charge, a slight positive charge. So thereby, whenever this is the case, so it is delta plus and delta minus, and there is a bonding, weak bonding between the more electronegative hydrogen atom and electropositive hydrogen atom. Similarly, there is a bonding between the electronegative oxygen, electropositive hydrogen. This is result in the aggregation of molecules. The dashed line, it is an indication of hydrogen bonding. So you can write hydrogen bonding like this: continuation of it is attached to oxygen, it is also attached to oxygen, it is also attached to hydrogen. So thereby the molecules of water get aggregated together, so they form a liquid state. That means the force in hydrogen, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees. Why the boiling point is very so you have H2S is a gas and H2 is a liquid. H2S and H2, sulfur belongs to same family of oxygen, but H2 has a high boiling point compared to H2S because of hydrogen bonding. In hydrogen sulfide, there is no hydrogen bonding, but in case of water molecule, the hydrogen bonding is present between the polarized hydrogen atom and more electronegative oxygen atom. Thereby, the water molecules are aggregated together to get a high boiling point. That means the hydrogen bonding among all the van der Waals forces which you studied already, dipole-dipole attraction, that is the London forces, and also hydrogen bonding. This hydrogen bonding will plays an important. That means that hydrogen bonding is stronger than London forces and dipole-dipole interaction. Similarly, in the case of ammonia, there is a more electronegative nitrogen atom and a more electropositive hydrogen. When hydrogen atom is attached to a more electronegative atom like fluorine, nitrogen, oxygen, this hydrogen bonding arises. And because of this aggregation of molecules by means of hydrogen bonding between hydrogen atom and more electronegative atom of the molecule. The molecules in liquids are held close together by this hydrogen bonding. Hence, the water will have a high boiling point compared to the hydrogen sulfide, which is what even sulfur is atomic number more than oxygen. It has, however, it has got a more boiling point, but the boiling point of water is more than the boiling point of a sulfur dioxide. So, because sulfur dioxide is that is HTS, hydrogen sulfide is a gas, but this H2 is a liquid because of hydrogen bonding. So, all these in the liquid, all these forces held the molecules together in liquid. These three forces are responsible for liquids to aggregate together to form different physical properties. So different type of forces, different type of bonding energy, different types of physical properties, boiling point, melting point, etc. They are characterized. And liquids are characterized, physical properties of liquids are characterized by means of these three van der Waals forces: dipole-dipole attraction, London forces, and the hydrogen bond. These are the three types of forces arises in the liquids.